For many years, NASA explored space and shared only what the world was ready to hear. But today, something unexpected has happened. A file secret, hidden, and never meant for the public has leaked online. Inside it are strange photos, unknown signals, and a mysterious object found on Mars. Some say it's fake. Some say it's the biggest discovery in human history. But one thing is clear. The information inside this leak could change everything we know about space, life, and the future of humanity. If what we are about to show you is real, then we are not alone. And we may never have been. Is leaked NASA evidence that changes everything. Stay with us. For many decades, people around the world have looked at the night sky and wondered what lies beyond. Humans have always dreamed about life on other planets, strange worlds far away, and powerful secrets hidden in space. NASA, the United States Space Agency, works every day to explore these mysteries. They send rockets, satellites, and rovers to study planets and stars. Most of the time, they share information openly with the world. But sometimes, there are things they do not talk about. Sometimes, there are secrets too big, too confusing, or too dangerous to reveal too early. Our story begins on a normal Monday morning. People wake up, drink coffee, check their phones, and suddenly, something unusual appears online. A file is posted on a small website. The title of the file reads, Classified NASA Evidence. Do not share. The file spreads fast, moving across social media, news sites, and forums. No one knows who uploaded it. No one knows where it came from. But within hours, millions of people download it. Inside the file is a set of documents, photos, audio notes, and short messages written by NASA scientists. At first, many think it is fake. But then experts notice that the style, structure, and formatting look exactly like real NASA research reports. The language, the labels, the scientific codes, everything seems authentic. This creates a wave of fear and excitement. The first document shows a rover image from Mars. It is a photo that was never released to the public. In the picture, a shiny metal object sits half buried in red dust. It is smooth, round, and has perfect lines carved on its surface, lines too symmetrical to be natural. A scientist writes, object does not match geological formations. Further study required, another note says. Material composition unknown. People stare at the picture for hours. Some think it looks like a small spacecraft. Others think it is a piece of advanced technology. A few claim it is proof of an ancient civilization on Mars. The next part of the leak is even more shocking. It contains a short audio clip recorded by the rover's sensors. The sound is strange. It is not wind. It is not dust. It is not machine noise. It has rhythm. It sounds like a repeating pattern, almost like a coded message. A NASA scientist comments, unusual frequency detected. Signal repeats every 14 seconds. Another writes, this needs immediate review. Could be artificial. The leak also includes a map. The map shows a region of Mars that NASA robots were not scheduled to explore. A large red circle marks a specific spot. The label reads, Site of unexpected discovery. Team instructed to avoid public disclosure. Why would NASA hide this? What did they find there? Soon, news channels begin reporting anything over. Many celebrate, many demand answers. NASA stays silent for nearly full. Their silence makes everything feel even more real. Meanwhile, online communities start breaking down the documents. Some compare the metal object's design with ancient Earth symbols. Others study the sound file, claiming it matches mathematical patterns seen in communication experiments. Conspiracy theories explode everywhere. Then something unbelievable happens. A former NASA engineer posts a short message on social media. I worked on this mission. The files look real. That's all I can say. 10 minutes later, his account is deleted. Was he forced? Was he scared? Was someone watching him? Scientists outside NASA also react. One says, if these documents are real, this is the biggest discovery in human history. Another says, we must stay calm. Science requires evidence. But the images? They are unusual. The leak contains one final section at the end of part 1, a handwritten note. It says, public reaction must be controlled. Discovery challenges current models. Release may cause global instability. Global instability. Why? What could this object on Mars mean for Earth? After the leak shakes the internet, the world becomes hungry for the truth. Reporters stand outside NASA headquarters. News channels run non-stop coverage. Scientists from Europe, Asia, and South America demand access to the leaked information. Everyone is waiting for NASA to say something, anything. Finally, NASA releases a short message. We are reviewing the files circulating online. At this moment, we cannot confirm their authenticity. But people notice something. NASA does not say the files are fake. They simply avoid giving a clear answer. This makes suspicion grow deeper. Inside the leaked files, the most shocking piece is a detailed report titled Object Alpha, Preliminary Analysis. The report explains that the metal object has design patterns not found in any natural formation. The surface has tiny engraved lines forming shapes similar to mathematical sequences. The report states, Object Alpha displays characteristics of engineered construction. Origin unknown. not consistent with known human-made materials. This line alone sends shockwaves around the world, as NASA suggesting the object is alien. Another document contains energy readings. The object emits a small but steady signal. It is not radio. It is not electrical. It is something different. The scientist writes, energy signature indicates internal system. Object may be dormant but active. Dormant but active. Could the object still function? People begin to fear that the object might be part of something larger, maybe a machine, maybe a communication device, or maybe a warning left by an ancient species. Soon, a new anonymous message appears online. The voice is digitally hidden, but the speaker claims to be a NASA worker. The message says, NASA planned to keep the discovery quiet until they understood it. They did not want to spark global panic. The leak forced their hand. When asked why NASA hid the truth, the source replies, because this discovery is bigger than science. It affects governments, religion, technology, and the future of the human species. But the situation becomes even stranger. NASA suddenly releases 3 new rover photos. The first shows the area from far away. The second shows the object sitting quietly in the dust. The third is blurry, almost as if the rover camera shook or something interfered with it. People believe NASA is trying to calm the public by sharing safe images that reveal nothing new. Finally, after weeks of silence, NASA holds a major press conference. Crowds fill the room. Millions watch live online. A senior NASA scientist steps forward and says, "We cannot yet fully explain the object discovered on Mars. However, we can confirm that it is not part of any NASA equipment. It is not natural. Its material does not match anything from Earth." People gasp as she continues. "We are forming an international team to study this discovery. We will work with scientists from around the world. This finding could change our understanding of life in the universe." With this, the truth becomes clear. NASA found something real. Something not human. Something that challenges everything we know. And for the first time in history, humanity stands face to face with evidence that we are not alone. After NASA's press conference, the world enters a new kind of silence. It is not peaceful silence. It is the silence of fear, curiosity, and waiting. Millions of people keep refreshing their phones, waiting for an update. Governments hold emergency meetings. Scientists prepare new missions. Religious groups argue about what this discovery means. For the first time in history, the entire human race focuses on one single question. What is the object on Mars trying to say? Because yes, according to the leaked files, the metal object does not only exist, it sends signals. NASA creates a special international group called the Interplanetary Research Alliance. Scientists from different countries join together in a secret laboratory. They study the object's energy patterns, the engraved lines, and the repeating 14-second signal. But something strange happens. Every time they get close to decoding the signal, the pattern changes slightly. Not random change, a purposeful change, like the signal knows it is being observed. Some scientists believe it is a machine. Some believe it is a beacon. Others think it is a storage device carrying information. But one scientist, Dr. Alina Morris, believes something deeper. She says, the signal behaves like communication, not like a machine error. Something is trying to speak. Her idea sounds impossible, but the evidence begins to support her theory. The signal becomes clearer, sharper, more rhythmic. To understand it better, NASA sends a new rover to the location. A faster, stronger, smarter rover with upgraded sensors. As it moves across the red sand, the world watches live. People feel as if humanity is walking toward destiny. When the rover reaches the object, something unexpected happens. The signal stops, completely silent. At first, scientists panic. Did the rover break the object? Did the object sense danger? Millions worry that NASA made a huge mistake. But then, the rover sends back a new reading, something even more shocking than the silence. A second energy source appears below the ground. The object is not alone. Scientists quickly scan the area and discover what looks like a buried metallic shape. Perhaps larger, perhaps older, perhaps the main piece. While the visible object is only a small fragment, Dr. Morris says, whatever this is, it may be part of a structure on Mars. If that is true, everything about human history and space exploration changes instantly. NASA sends drilling instructions to the rover. Slowly, carefully, the rover begins removing the top layer of Martian soil. Red dust rises in small clouds. Cameras zoom in. The entire world holds its breath. And then something shiny appears under the dirt. Not metal, not rock, something like glass, but stronger, something built with purpose. At that exact moment, the signal returns louder, clearer, more controlled. A repeating tone, then a pause. Then another tone. The pattern feels familiar, mathematical, intentional. Dr. Morris realizes something important. It's counting. The signal is counting. The tones follow prime numbers, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Prime numbers are used by scientists to communicate with intelligent species because primes do not occur by accident. They show intelligence. The message becomes clearer. This is not a random signal, this is a greeting. The news spreads everywhere. Some people cry with joy. Some feel scared. Some prepare for the possibility that humans are not the most advanced species in the universe. Meanwhile, the buried structure becomes more visible. The rover's camera shows smooth shapes, perfect lines, and symbols engraved around a circular opening. The symbols look similar to the patterns on the first object. Dr. Morris believes they represent language. The international team begins decoding. Hours pass, then days, then weeks. Finally, they discover something shocking. The symbols match mathematical constant, pi, and others. A universal language of numbers. The language any intelligent species would understand. But the biggest surprise comes when the team translates the first complete symbol sequence. We existed. The message is simple, but powerful. We existed, past tense, not we exist. Not we are here, but we existed. This suggests something incredibly and tragic. The builders of this object are gone. The world reacts with mixed emotions. Some feel relieved that they are not here now. Some feel sad that an entire alien civilization disappeared. Some fear that whatever destroyed them might still exist. NASA continues, decoding more sequences. The next ones say, we watched the red world die. We left a memory behind. We hoped another mind would find us. These messages sound like a time capsule, a final goodbye from a lost civilization. But one message is more mysterious than all the others. The danger was not the sky, it was us. Scientists cannot agree on what that line means. Did they destroy themselves? Did they create something dangerous? Did they warn others not to repeat their mistakes? Meanwhile, the energy inside the structure starts changing. It appears to be powering up slowly, maybe because the rover uncovered it. The readings show a growing pulse. Like a heartbeat. Dr. Morris believes the machine is preparing to reveal something more. NASA prepares a controlled response. They send a simple signal back using the rover, a sequence of prime numbers. The world waits. Minutes pass, then hours, then the structure responds. Not with numbers, not with tones, but with a projection. The rover records a faint hologram rising above the ground or shape of a planet, blue and green. Not Mars, not Earth, a different world entirely. The hologram shows oceans, mountains, forests, and then fire. Explosions, destruction, their world collapsing. The projection shows their final message: do not follow our path. Then the light fades. The energy pulse weakens. The structure returns to silence. The message is clear. The object on Mars is not just a discovery, it is a warning. A lesson, a message across time from a species that destroyed itself. Humanity now faces a new question. Will we listen? What began as a small leak has now become a worldwide mystery. NASA has confirmed the object is real. Scientists are decoding the signals, and the buried structure on Mars continues to raise questions we never imagined asking. Is it a message, a warning, or the final memory of a lost civilization? One thing is certain, this discovery has changed human history forever. And this story is far from over. More evidence is coming, more signals are being studied, and the truth may be bigger than we can understand. Thank you for watching. Remember to stay curious, stay aware, and keep looking at the sky. Because one day, the universe might answer back.